home today. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons under the lights on Sunday night.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's a run with the rookie from UCLA. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. This caught right side by Worthy.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Cousins. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's taken down up past the 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. And put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. And he gets up and running, and he really finds his groove in this lead. This scary offense just got a little bit scary. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got a man, it's Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's first and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Rashee Rice, touchdown Chiefs.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Ray McCloud on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. He'll get this to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Throwing now, Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's made by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Mahomes back. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Madden now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Cousins gonna throw. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll get this to McLeod. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That one is caught by Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. To throw is Cousins. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll try to run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Into the hands of Juju. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, KC.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And the good kick pays off. We'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Nice grab there by Mooney, and plays like this are really the main reason why the Falcons made it a point to sign him this offseason, and his talent has always been undeniable. He just has to find a way to stay on the field and prove it.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. A good run there for a gain of 6, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Cousins throwing on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really not.
To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
on is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Falcons are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On second down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's a gain of 15, and the Chiefs have a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's into the hands of Worthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Inside the 40. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, But then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Now, Cousins. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Second down, Cousins. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Room to run at the 35. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side in the hands of Rice. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Mahomes now on second down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Matthew Judon in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I could promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Cousins. Complete. He's got it to London. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead, and they for sure are not letting their foot off the gas. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
On the give, it's Robinson.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, like I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Cousins now on second down. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run with Robinson. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. They'll run. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down.
It's fourth and goal.
Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Into the hands of Juju. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Patrick to throw. This caught right side by Worthy. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's over the middle. and caught by Rice. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer.
17.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee, one more time. And that should just about do it. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.